Hey everybody, Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft: The War Within, and our full lore playthrough here on the Shadow Priest. Thank you guys very much for clicking on the video and joining me here today. I do appreciate it, and I hope everybody is doing well. We are continuing with our main story questing here today. And yeah, so far we have been kind of doing all the side quest and the story quest all at the same time, kind of together. But because of how many things are seemingly locked behind the MSQ, I was considering focusing on the MSQ and then circling back to do the side quest. One of the benefits of this is that I've discovered that as we progress in other zones, we open some of the few remaining side quests in zones we've already visited. For instance, this Council Ward summons. Before we were progressing in the Ring Deeps, we didn't have any quests up here. So I've been kind of considering that, kind of focusing on the main story for a while, getting the main story wrapped up, seeing that conclusion, and then circling back and doing all the side quests, because at that point they should all be available to us. So we'll see. You guys let me know what you think about that. I would love to hear from you regarding that, because we can keep doing them this way, but part of me feels like it might be better just to kind of see the main story through and then circle back. Alright, that being said, let's get into it. We did a stream yesterday of dungeons.
Champion, take him out.
And as part of that, I turned off my dialogue. Glad I remembered. But yeah, you'll notice we are level 80 now. I did do a stream. We did a bunch of dungeons, regular 5-mans, heroics were not open yet at this point. And we did hit level 80. Also worked a bunch on Herbalism and worked a little bit on Alchemy.
Must get away!
I don't know what to think of this sequence. Did we just drop bro in the lava? I'm not sure what to think about this little sequence. Let's say the choreography was interesting.
Rouse yourself, champion. The enemy advances. Looks like Varric's machine is still usable. Use that mechanical contraption to blast him to scrap. Now let's regroup ahead. Best mind your manners in the presence of a queen. May your hammer strike true.
No time to catch our breath. The High Speaker is fleeing to the Earthen's most sacred machine. We need to follow him. Remember, we're doing this for the Earthen, for justice, for all the brothers and sisters and comrades who've fallen to the High Speaker's hubris.
We will survive. We always do. Brinth is already inside the Hall of Awakening. Let's move!
Oh, wait, are we doing an instance? Oh, wait. Oh, we're doing a scenario. Is this not a dungeon?
This place dates back to the time of the Titans.
Time for that later, Dagrin. We've a fight in our hands!
What are we gonna do about this guy? I guess maybe I'm taking care of it.
High Speaker Eric refuses your High Speaker will.
I'll get the door. Lead the way, champion.
Intruders, activate the defenses.
Alright, so it looks like we gotta collect the bombs, use the bombs to destroy the flame spewers.
Champion! Those bombs have enough firepower to destroy the turrets! Hurry! We need to catch up to Brinth. We're near a stone vault. That's where the dormant earthen are stored.
And if those earthen awaken, it's Scarden.
Get those doors open, lad. And fast.
This configuration? I've read about this. Proper alignment of the runes should open the way.
All these Scarden. Twisted into something they never asked to become.
Stay near me, champion. I'll heal your wounds.
I do like the dungeons and scenarios with the main character cast. I think that's pretty cool. Like, it's nice to see a character like Moira in action. Like, actually fighting with you, actually doing stuff. Like, I think having characters not just give you quests, but having them, like, travel with you, like, fight with you, that could be a way to just, like, make people care a little bit more about the characters.
Almost done here. I've got it. We can proceed.
So many Scarden! If only we'd known about them sooner.
So, you're relentless, vindictive, and misguided. Perhaps my golems can show you the error of your ways.
It looks like the one inside the force field, obviously we can't attack. So are we just waiting for him to come out? Let's take care of the guys back here. Maybe he just has to finish his cast? 'Cause yeah, we don't seem to be able to damage him. I don't see any control councils or anything like that we can work on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he just had to finish his cast.
I'll be damned if I let Bryn's people be turned into monsters.
This room seems different. Do the walls seem older to you?
I've seen rooms like this before. There's Titan machinery in here.
Outside, the Earthen rebuilt the machines, but the oldest ones remain unchanged.
It is time to step down, High Speaker. Everyone knows what you've done.
What I've done? Saved us all? I have found a path to our salvation.
You would have us all live as Scarden?
Better to live as a Scarden than die as an Earthen. It is done! Now, with this power, all Earthen shall awaken.
We've lost them all. It's over.
Granda, you can stop this. I've seen you wield Azeroth's gift. It's you. You're the only one who can save them.
Magni. It is time.
let your blessing pass to them. You did it, Granda. You saved them. She let me go. You woke me. Who are you? I'm Magni. Magni. But who am I? Whoever you want to be.
Wow. Nice. I was about to be so upset when I thought they were going to kill off Magni. I thought we were going to have lost Magni and Khadgar in the same expansion. And that was going to be so upsetting, giving him his body back. Oh, he aged well under there too. I forgot what Magni was even supposed to look like. Oh, that's so cool. Oh man, is that the end of the story here? Like, we don't get to quest around with fleshy Magni? Oh, that was good. I liked that.
We must forge.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh my god, it's almost like we progressed the character a little bit. That's great. Our guy. Okay.
Well, I'm listening.
As far as I'm concerned, he just abdicated his authority. I don't know where he fled, and I don't care. Now that the awakening machine is operational again, we can step up and set things right.
You may take your leave.
So we've got a side quest here from her, which is interesting. And then the main quest.
The three hammers stand as one.
The Void Elf of the Hour. We were just discussing you. There is some unfinished business for us to attend to now that the High Speaker's transgressions have been corrected and the awakening machine restored once more. Care to stick around?
Let's get
The
down.
High Speaker has ruled for as long as any of us can remember. But he's no longer one of us.
Well, sounds like you need a new High Speaker. And Brinth, you're the right earthen for the job.
Me? Elaborate.
You cared for your people like no one else has. Not by commanding, but by understanding.
Then you know I will leave it to my people to decide.
Something tells me they already have.
Honor Guard, reporting for duty. If you'll accept the position.
I accept. I am the High Speaker.
You need a hammer? Or an open hand? Mind yourself, champion. We need you. I dismiss you.
Our new kobold friends have been moving into Gundergods. They've also been gathering odds and ends from around the Ringing Deeps. You should check in with the quartermaster, go have a look at what they've collected, and then we can talk about what we're doing next. I heard Anduin's around here somewhere. I suspect he has some plans for Hallowfall. We need all the allies we can get against the Nerubians.
If you hear anything of note, let me know.
Let's take this quest and see.
The 3 hammers stand.
My
as
father
one.
thinks that while he and Dagran were dealing with the Scardian to the south, he caught a sensation of his old hammer Fearbreaker. He said it slipped out of his fingers when Dalaran crashed, and it's been bothering him mightily. That hammer belonged to the Bronzebeard clan and has for generations, but he hasn't been himself lately either. I'm willing to have a look, so he doesn't worry that he might have missed it. Maybe down in Camp Murrock, and we'll have a quick look around.
Mind yourself, champion.
I kind of want to do
We
that
need
one.
you.
I think I'm going to keep pushing with the main story for a little while, like primarily, and then circling back for all the side quests here. But I do want to follow up on this one. Let's see like what we have to do to get Magni's hammer back.
You don't look busy enough.
You address the Queen Regent of the Dark Iron Clan.
I wasn't expecting to actually see Fearbreaker here. It's really here, but it ain't exactly within easy reach.
You may take your leave. We will survive. We always do.
Barrett here says that a massive beast standing over Fearbreaker is particular about what kinds of creatures it allows near it. If we blend in, he says we can get close enough to nab the hammer. But to blend in, he says we have to get covered by the dust and pollen in the grotto. Those last rooms look like they're a good place to start. It all seems suspicious to me, but for now we'll play along until I can recover Fearbreaker and bring it back to my father.
I dismiss you.
Do you intend to idle all day?
Mineral water woes. When the magic hammer fell into the deeps, I knew it could be a formidable weapon against the Scardian menace. Your friend has told me that it's particular about its wielder. Fortunately, I'm a hero. And as a hero, I know how to get close to it. We need to have a good mix of pollen and water plastered onto us. That way the beast standing over it will think we're just like it. That mineral water has to be the exact right temperature to mix with the lashroom dust and blend in.
Back to work.
Okay. Yeah, let's do this. This is not main story, but it's main character adjacent. Vibrant mixes with water to form a paint-like layer on the skin.
The mountain lends us its strength.
Alright, we have to go over to the west for the next pool of water. Let's see if we can get a few more of the lashroom dust while we're over this way, though.
Outsiders detected.
Are you here to chat or work? If you hear anything of note, let me know.
Stay productive.
There is the creature standing between us and the magic hammer. It certainly made an impact when it landed here in the ringing deeps, didn't it? Look at the size of that crater. With the pollen and water splashed on you like this, you should be able to approach that beast, theoretically, and not be harmed. You'll blend right in with it, but if it does turn aggressive, don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
I'm still working.
I feel like we're going to be a distraction for this guy. You should be able to walk right up to it. I think he's messing with us. I'm sure it's going to aggro. Yeah, like, right, it aggroes. He's going to run in and grab it and probably take off with it. No hard feelings, I will do great things in your memory with this hammer. Dude's out.
Have you heard anything I need to know? May your hammer strike true.
Why, that amber-sucking, slime-spine travesty of an earthen. I've met trogs with more honor. He took Fearbreaker, he took my family's hammer, and left us to die to that creature. This cannot stand. I will not allow such disrespect to you or to me.
I dismiss you.
That gravel-brained ingrate, he took Fearbreaker and ran off to the north. It's not that I want the hammer for myself, I don't, but it belongs to the Bronzebeard clan. It should be in the hands of someone who respects its power. We need to track him down before he hurts himself or someone else with that hammer.
May your hammer strike true.
Fearbreaker impacted the ground with some force here. This devastation does not seem intentional. So yeah, he can't control it. Energy still crackles from where Fearbreaker struck the earth. The hammer seems to be resisting its wielder. Baron's hold on Fearbreaker seems tenuous, as the hammer appears to have impacted the ground yet again, this time with even more force.
Best mind your manners in the presence of a queen.
These earthen have had a bad time of it. Baron's already run headlong into there, but if he was hoping to clean up the ills of the place, he's clearly in over his rocky head. Look, he can barely keep hold of Fearbreaker. What if he drops it and is killed? We need to find him.
We will survive.
Baron took
We
Fearbreaker
always
for
do.
himself. I suppose he thought he could save these people, be the hero. But you can't go about doing the wrong thing for the right reasons. I know from experience. If a rock is hollow to begin with, it can never be solid again, no matter how hard you try. He's likely to need saving himself now. Let's find him in this blasted place.
Mind yourself, champion. We need you.
And clean up house. It looks like the destruction around the coreway rattled loose more than just a few stones down here. It stirred up all sorts of dark things. If this was a thriving mining operation, it ain't anymore. We need to help the earth and get it under control again, and that means thinning out these beasts.
If you hear anything of note, let me know. You need a hammer? Or an open hand? You may take your leave.
We all have our tasks.
Baron's the gleaming skin is chipped and damaged. His eyes can barely focus. He is near to death. Every time I tried to use the hammer, it just got away from me. I could have saved people.
Watch your step.
I knew I couldn't take the Scardron without some help. I thought if I just had that magic hammer, then nothing would stop me. I had to have it, you see, or else maybe I wasn't the hero I made myself to be. But it kept slipping out of my fingers, like it didn't want anything to do with me. It fell out of my hands at the worst moment, and now... it's clearly not mine. It never was.
Keep me informed.
The mountain lends us its strength.
I thought this day would never come because my dad would never have given me Fearbreaker. He probably would have wanted it to be happy and it to happen a different way. But I have it now, and I'll make sure it gets back to him safe.
The three hammers.
The Scardron have
stand
taken
as
over the
one.
operations here in the Rumbling Waste. That's why Baron thought he needed Fearbreaker. We're going to finish that job before I take the hammer back to Magni. What kind of queen would I be if I wasn't willing to put myself in danger for the good of others? Let's get in there and save as many as we can.
May your hammer strike true.
Oh, and we opened up other side quests here by doing that, it looks like.
Well, I'm listening. You may take your leave.
We did what we set out to do and more. We found Fearbreaker and did some good with it. Now it's time to bring it back to Magni. Let's hope Burund learned a lesson here, but I suspect he'll manage to get himself in trouble again soon. Hopefully it'll be for the right reasons and with the right support.
I dismiss you. Are you here to chat or work? We will survive. We always do.
You should keep it, my girl. It's sitting in solid hands, like it belongs there, as if it was meant. This isn't some sort of test, some trick to make me accept a certain legacy. You're a Bronzebeard through and through if you don't take Fearbreaker to make that clear. It don't take Fearbreaker to make that clear, I just ask that one day when you know it's time to pass it on. But for now, I'll take good care of it. This all should have been voice acted. I feel like that should have been a bigger moment. Oh, and by doing that, we deleted Magni from the game. Goodbye, fleshy Magni. It was nice to see you.
You address the Queen Regent of the Dark Iron Clan. Stay out of dark.
I'm not really... Okay, maybe this is the main quest. See, I'm not really too sure like what our main quest is at the moment.
Don't ask where I got it.
Alright, so we just had to find the quartermaster basically. Here's the quartermaster, that was the quest.
Have you heard anything I need to know?
So that's it for the main story, which is concerning because we didn't seem to get a lead in to the next story. Oh, okay, there's a quest out here. Yeah, that worried me. Let's keep the narrative going.
Am I needed?
I'm glad our paths have crossed. Addons has been telling me about a cavern called Hallowfall. She's told me the people there are called the Arathi. I cannot imagine that they are related to the ancient human kingdom, but it can't be a coincidence. Addons' people had fruitful contact with them some time ago. Whatever happened, I hope to repair that relationship and gain their aid. Please meet me at the Hallowfall gate.
Who is calling for help?
But we had no access to the core way, and helping another culture was outside the Oathsworn's edicts.
Perhaps they need our help as well. Thank you for your help, Addons.
Alright, so obviously we still have a lot of stuff to do here in the Ringing Deeps. Part of me wonders if I should rush the main story and just get that taken care of, because I really don't know all of what is locked behind the main story. Part of me kind of worries that maybe some dungeons and stuff might be locked behind it. But part of me is really hesitant to move on before completing this zone. I've kind of taken the completionist mentality to this.
Nice roll.
And I feel like I want to maybe continue that for now. It's my duty and honor to take diagnostic readings every day to determine the output of the efficiency. I feel like we
Raise the machine.
feel like we did that for him already. Oh no, maybe it's something different.
No take candle. Bring back snack.
We are gonna let this cast and just enjoy the music here because I really don't want to solve the little puzzle they have laid out for us. But yeah, I think like for the Ringing Deeps, I guess I'll do all the side quests here before we move on. Like part of me feels like rushing the main story is a better tactic if you're interested in doing like some endgame stuff while you quest. Like I feel like have we opened up world quest yet? Like we hit 80. But yeah, like we haven't opened world quest. And I feel like that stuff opens once you complete the main story. So I wonder if by doing things the way that I'm doing things, if I'm kind of holding myself back from having access to content. Because world questing would be something that would be cool to be able to do on stream. Yeah, I could probably find out what's locked behind completing the MSQ.